Hello everyone, welcome to this new video. I am Anand and I am going to talk about an inference provider. Nebius Token Factory is a new platform launched by Nebius Group, and if you are familiar with the Nebius, they are a major giant in AI space. They host open source models like Kimi, DeepSeek and others, and as you can see they are claiming 99.9% of time and zero retention compliance, but this is a launch post on X, so let's go to the real page where they are explaining everything what they do, what the platform is all about. Let's go to the blog. You can see you can run open source model here like Llama, Qwen, DeepSeek, GPT, OSS, and others. And you can see auto scaling and speculative decoding are there. Multi-reason routing support is also there for SaaS, or if you are running a product where you have lots of users and you need AI at a scale, you can look at this Nebius Token Factory for inference. And you can see they are scalable, they are optimized, they have optimized pricing because I have used their models for personal projects. So their pricing are very efficient at a scale. They have customization at rate limits and all. And as you can see, state of art multi-model models, like choose from 60 plus open source models and all that. Then AI agent essentials, they have support for good AI agent frameworks and everything. They also have fine-tuning support. Let's suppose you run a company where you need a custom fine-tuned model for your use case. So you can use Nebius Token Factory like to fine-tune models, to deploy your own models, private models. I'm going to show you the platform. And then it has good support for other embedding tools like that tools, vector databases, and all that. As you can see, they offer 4 main services from their platform. Inference service is the main part. Then you can also get to batch API, like you can choose high throughput for your large workloads and everything. You can get customized rate limit based on your use case. As I mentioned earlier, they also host lots of AI image generation models like Flux, and we have used one of their Flux models a long time ago. So let me give you a context. We generated around 14,000 images from Flux and HTXL model, and it only costed around $5 for us, right? So as you can see, it's very cheap. You can see lots of other companies also uses Nebius Token Factory like Higgsfield, Hugging Face. It's available on Hugging Face as well if you want to post your apps on Hugging Face spaces or host some other files on Hugging Face spaces. You can use Nebius Token Factory models. You can also use via OpenRouter and others. So let's go to the main platform Nebius Token Factory and see how it is, what you can do with it. So this is the platform Nebius Token Factory. As you can see, currently it has 32 available models, GPT, Kimi, Qwen, and lots of other models. You can filter out like text to image models. It has Flux, Flux Tape available. It has embedding models like PG, E5 Mistral, Qwen 3, safety guardrail models is also there, Meta Llama Guard. Then vision models, Gemma 3, Qwen Nemotron is available. Now I have logged into my account. So now let me show you what you can do with it. So see, you have a playground feature where you can test your models for your use cases. Let's say you are building an agent where you need text to text model, you can choose what you have to use, right? As you know, for agents, we need models which can do tool call and function call. So for that, GLM 4.5 AIR model can be suitable for agentic use case. Kimi K2 is also suitable for agentic use case. And Qwen 3 models are also like Qwen 480p, like Qwen 3 Coder 480p is good at coding and all that. So let's go to this GPT OSS, go to Playground. Now you can see it has various customization options to test JSON, schema, text response format supporting, setting unlimited tokens. You can reset and do those things. You can also set system prompt and test out something. Let's say, tell me a story. I'm just testing it out to showcase what you can do inside the platform before using the API or go to the code part. Okay, write a tiny story about a robot first day at school. It has given the story, but you see AI part is as easy as long. Now you can also compare models like how other models are performing. Let's say you are confused between 2 models, so you can test it out. Let's say I have GPT OSS 120B here, and let's say GLM 4.5 here. Okay, let's write 5 lines on space exploration. Okay, it was fast. It given me 5 pointers, and it this GLM 4.5 model thought for 2 seconds and then given the answer. So as you can see, it's crisp, small, but here it's a bit detailed, and you can decide like based on your use case. If you are coding, you can decide. Let's say if you are coding, you must be using something CLM 4.5 because it's also good. And another model could be Qwen 3 Coder, right? Okay, so these are the examples, but you can ask it to code. Then you can also add few sort examples here, and then compare. And also you can see the parameter you can change. Parameter JSON object schema, if you want response format in that, you can choose that. So this was the platform you can see. And now comes to the another part they offer, fine tuning. So if you go to the fine tuning page, you can see I have tried to fine tune few things based on my use case for test and other things. But when you click create a job, you have a nice UI where you don't have to do coding and another thing. You can just fine tune here. So I'm going to go on documentation a bit later. So here is the data part. So see, you have got information what you have to upload, what supported types, conversational JSON and files are supported, right? Now you have to upload the training data, file size up to 5 GB. Okay, then other validation data set optional, right? Continue. Now you have option to do every fine tuning in UI. You don't have to go inside Python code or running a notebook on local device or a script, multiple script. You just have to choose which model you want to fine tune. So let's say these are the options, 6 options. Let's say I want to fine tune 8 because it's a smaller model and I can fine tune it faster because fine tuning takes time. You can decide batch size, parameters, repos, everything. You can decide lot of hyperparameters and everything. Then you can see the fine tuning per million tokens can cost up to $0.4, right? And if you go continue, now you have to choose integration based on like WNB API key and project, and then you have to create job and it will start fine tuning. And once it completed, it will appear in the same. And you can also download checkpoints, full parameters and dataset. You can see during dataset. You can see. Now let's see the documentation to understand what more you can do. So this is a full documentation of Nebius Token Factory. But before going to the other parts, let's stay on fine tuning part. Okay, how to fine tune models using Nebius Token Factory. So I showcased you one instance where you can use just web UI version from the dashboard, but another part could be using Python or curl, right? You can fine tune models using Python. Whole steps, everything is here. What to choose, what dataset types, then you can see WNB integration is also here. Then fine tuning, you can see how to fine tune models, dataset, deploy custom LoRa, fine tuning LLMs with Nebius Token Factory. This is a, you can say, blog post how to fine tune on Nebius. So if you want to read it, you can check the full blog beyond prompting, fine tuning LLMs with Nebius AI Studio. This is a blog you can check. Now when you see the model in the fine tuning part, these are the models supported to fine tuning. So you can check it out based on your use case. You can pick models and fine tune. These are dataset example, how your dataset should be, so that fine tuning can happen easily. You can also deploy your custom LoRa adapter models. And let me show you the dashboard again. So when you see all model, then there is option of private model, right? So here you can deploy your own LoRa models, the fine tune models. So see, you can link to archive on Hugging Face, then you can name it, description and all. Add by link. There is another option, upload. So you can upload the model files up to 500 MB. You can name it, description, and start deployment. Once this model is deployed on the Nebius Token Factory, you can use their endpoints to further use in your product. Now, fine-tuning part is okay. Now come to how you can use Nebius Token Factory models inside your project. So you can see the quick start guide is here. Then overview is here, text to text, embedding, and other models. Batch inference is also here, like request sent in batches cost 50% less than regular request to base model. The price of batch inference does not depend on model flavor that you use. So model flavor you can see is base or fast. So model flavors are base and fast. As you can see, DeepSeek R1 is offered into flavor, base models and fast model. So see, if you are using base model, you are getting this number of fast, and the speed and fast will be this token per second 120. Their base will be 20. They have lots of customized offerings so that you can use Nebius Token Factory models inside your product efficiently without wasting too much money or without wondering about the charges, extra charges you are paying, without seeing what can be done, what can be optimized in your whole AI setup. So they have given lots of customization. They have rate limit feature which you can increase or decrease based on your workload. So you can see they have dedicated endpoint as well. Configure an instance of language models for your organization. They are built for predefined model templates and allow you to control auto scaling, GPU type, and capacity. It has lots of customization. So these are the other parts of the docs you can go explore, and I will drop all the links below in my video. Fine-tuning part I already explained. Then let's come to integration. It's of no use if it doesn't support other stack or let's say framework tools that you might use in your whole workflow, in your use cases for building SaaS, for building application. Currently everyone is building AI agents, right? So it also supports lots of framework, but let's go line by line. You can see Nebius API can be accessible via Light LLM, Hugging Face, Llama Index, AI Suite. So when you go to this, you have all the options to how to install, how to use Nebius Token Factory models inside Light LLM. Then API routers, like OpenRouter is a most popular platform to use models to do API calls for other different providers, and you can do same for Nebius Token Factory inside OpenRouter too. Then Hugging Face, you can also access Nebius Token Factory models inside Hugging Face. Now comes to GenAI application. So in that landscape, Llama Index and LangChain are two most popular tools that lots of enterprises uses. Nebius Token Factory has support for LangChain as well, how to set up, how to call models, chat models, prerequisites, embedding models you can call, and everything. Then come to agent framework. So Nebius supports lots of agent framework, but currently it has Agno, Camel AI, Creo AI, Google ADK, Llama Index, Pydantic, and Strands. And you can find all examples built using agents. And Nebius Token Factory here. Okay, so it's a cookbook of, you can see Nebius Token Factory cookbook. I will drop the link below in the video, so you can go contribute your projects, agentic use cases, fine-tuning use case, and lots of things. So see, current repo has these things: Llama Index, Pydantic, Strands, Camel AI, Creo AI, Agno, Google ADK by Google. And you can go explore this whole repo. Models like Qwen Coder, Kimi K2 are good at coding. So lots of AI assistants lets you use custom models by tweaking some API inside that setting, like Cursor, Continue, Client, Zed, VS Code. Let me show you how you can set up Nebius Token Factory models inside Visual Studio Code. Let's open this, and you can see follow client guide, because client is also accessible in VS Code. So either you can use Nebius model inside client, inside VS Code, or you can use Hugging Face provider plugin to do this. Let's see how you can set up Nebius Token Factory models inside VS Code. This is how you can set up using Hugging Face provider inside VS Code, and you can see it's set up here. I selected Nebius. I have selected the model Qwen Coder and selected OK, and now you can see I have option to choose here and get started inside VS Code. Similarly, you can also set up Nebius Token Factory inside Cursor or Zed. Let's see how you can set up Nebius Token Factory inside Zed. You can see how you can set up Nebius Token Factory models inside Zed. So you have copied the API key, you have copied the endpoint, API endpoint, and then inside Zed there is option to set up this. So I have copied the API endpoint, and I have pasted API key and endpoint inside Zed. I have added the model name that I want to use from Nebius. I have added Qwen 3 and Kimi 2, like two models. And now you can see I have set up with Nebius, and you can choose Qwen 3 or Kimi 2 models here. But you might be wondering, okay, you have showcased VS Code, you have showcased Zed, also showcase how you can set up Nebius models inside Cursor. So you can see this is the video for Nebius model inside Cursor. How you will choose the model, then setting, then copy the Nebius model ID from inside Nebius Token Factory. You have added the name, and then you have set up API keys from Nebius Token Factory. Get API keys, name it, save, copy, and paste it here. Verify, and then the last step will be use Nebius API endpoint and also add it inside Cursor settings. Now you are good to go. You can use the model you have set up in your Cursor. Now Nebius Token Factory can be used with other tools like LinkUp, Tably, Exa for web search, or Bright Data, Script Graph, like any third-party tool where you can thought of using API calls. Like you want to use Qwen model, Kimi models, meta models, any model you can access via API. It has also support for developer tools like Postman and others. Observability support is also there with Helicon and Keywords AI, so that you can calculate token usage. Now let me showcase you some of the projects or integration Nebius Token Factory has inside its cookbook. So this is the Token Factory cookbook repo, and you can go start the repo and contribute to it. I have contributed to it. You can see. You can also go and contribute. It has distillation guide, some LoRa adapters guide, then apps, clones, integrations. You can see OpenAI-compatible APIs, light LLM, and other things. It has lots of resources. It has agent frameworks, example from Agno, Google ADK, Llama Index, Pydantic, AWS Strands. Go explore it. Even if you are creating videos, writing articles, doing demos using Nebius Token Factory, go here, create an issue, and maintainer of this repo might add comments and ask you for some reference, and you will add every content here. So it's for everyone. It's an open source repo. You can contribute, you can add projects, you can add articles, you can use any content that you are building using Token Factory. In this video, I have showcased what Token Factory is. I have mostly talked about Nebius. Here in this video, I have showcased you example repos, what it supports, the documentation, everything, fine-tuning part as well. And if you have any questions, drop them into comments and I will try to respond. If you're a student, you might be building lots of demo projects, right? So you can use this Nebius AI Studio. When you sign up, you will get $1 worth of credit. I have signed up and I got $1 worth of credit in start. You can build some projects, give it a try, and see if it is very useful to you. And if you are a developer or enterprise user, go check it out, talk to the team, and see if services this platform providing suits your need or not. Thank you for watching this video and see you next time.